So are you ready to change your life? That's a really important question. If you think about your life, would you be happy with the quality of your life that you have right now in 10 years' time? Imagining 10 years' time and things being the way that they are now, is that what you want in life? Or do you want to improve your life in terms of, the mastery of giving your gift to the world, to truly give your gift to the world and to make a difference giving your gift to the world, to truly express yourself through love and relationship and friendship and connection with other people, and to truly make your life meaningful in terms of how you relate to this great mystery of being alive, the mystery of existence. There is, of course, the journey of life. Much of my work is about helping people fulfill their potential in life, but actually just enjoying this great mystery just in and of itself is a wonderful thing, and that should be included in your journey in life. Just enjoying the beauty of of it all, and this great mystery of consciousness, of existence. You don't have to be religious or spiritual to wonder at the mystery. Actually, scientists wonder at the mystery because of the massive scale of the cosmos. The great mystery of the Big Bang and what happened before the Big Bang. The beauty and complexity of the process of evolution. So whether you're spiritual or rationalist, there is this great magnificence to enjoy, to experience. So if you are not happy with the idea that you'll be the same in 10 years' time, and if you're relying on circumstances changing around you, you need to be careful about that. You might win the lottery, you might get a promotion, you might be able to change your boyfriend or girlfriend, persuade them that they're wrong and that you're right. You might be able to, you might just be lucky and the world will change for you. But Alan Kay, the internet and IT scientist, says the best way to predict the future is to invent it. And George Bernard Shaw said, reasonable men and women fit themselves to the world. Unreasonable men and women fit the world to themselves. Therefore, all progress depends on unreasonable men and women. Stephen Covey in The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People has the first habit of being proactive, of making stuff happen, of having agency, of taking charge of your life. One of the ways I like to talk about this is to say that life is eating you, but we have to act as if we're eating life. And it's that ability to passionately engage with life, to determine what happens in our life, that's so important. Now, there's something that may get in the way of you doing this, and that is that you may somewhere secretly in yourself not believe that you can change, or not believe that you can have a great life, or believe that it can all go wrong for you, or believe that your career will never be successful, or believe that you're not worthy or loved. And those negative beliefs have to be challenged. They are what stops you from changing. They're what stops you from getting the help you need to be the really great person that you are. Each person in the world can really be great at what they do. Each person can be the master of their area, but it doesn't necessarily have to be, something big, something public, with a lot of PR. You could be the master of the sort of gardening that you like to do. You could be, a brilliant mother and bring children into the world who are really emotionally whole and have great coping skills, intelligent, enjoy life, and have an appropriate sense of entitlement. They can make stuff happen in the world. What could be better than a mother who does a fantastic job? So there are many different roles for each of us, but the question is, what's the role for you? What is your life calling? And when I said mother, I should have said father as well, actually. So what is the role for you? What is your particular gift to the world? And there's the life calling, what are you most passionate about? What's the central focus of your life? And there's also the strength, and the combination of the two, your strengths, your talents, your abilities, with your sense of purpose, is the path of mastery. That it's the path that helps you pursue the highest level of potential, competence in your life. The rock climber Reinhold Messner, who climbed Everest solo without oxygen, said, quoting Tagore, the Indian philosopher, said, "The goal is not to reach the utmost limits, but to find that place that has no boundaries." And so in a sense, fulfilling our potential in life takes us into some sort of almost mystical arena. But first let's win the Olympic gold medal in our particular unique area, which is the combination of our life calling and our particular talents and strengths. So once you've decided that you do want to change your life, or as you're thinking about changing your life will change if you do nothing at all, because of aging, because of the uncertainty of life, because loss happens, because of illness, because of death. Stuff is going to happen in your life. Change is going to happen, whether you like it or not. The second approach to change is, the gradual approach to change that I've been talking about, fulfilling your potential through your gift to your world, through love, through how you connect with this great mystery of life. And the third approach to change is because life has bit you on the bum. Life, you've had a great job, but you've just become terribly bored with it. Or you've been made redundant after a long time and there isn't a similar sort of role to go to. Or you've been in a great marriage and brought up children and now you're divorcing and you don't quite know what's next. Or your kids have gone to university and you've devoted so much time to them that you've lost your own sense of life. Or there have been a number of deaths in recent years. I've had people on recent courses who, they've had 2 or 3 deaths recently. Or you've got a combination of factors. I know someone who, he got divorced at the age of 68. He had to sell his house to finance that divorce. And in the process he became so unhappy that he lost his work. And he's lost all the important things that were important to him. He's going through a big life transition. So, whether you're at the place where actually I just year in year want to keep improving what I do, or whether you're in the big transition place, both of those two deserve the support of psychological development, of personal development. And the first form of support is support from people that you can call your tribe or your community, people who believe in you, people who are always encouraging you or always supporting you, don't give you negative messages and don't give you negative feedback. And of course, we need to have a hard look at our families, for example, and also some of the friends that we acquired through university or school or in life. Are they, do they give us positive reinforcement, or do they tell us that we shouldn't be so stupid? Keep your head down, just do what everybody else does. So really look at, do you surround yourself with people who support you following your special and particular journey? That's the first key point. And if not, do something about it. Where can you go to find people who will support you in the way that you need to be supported? Lanny Bassam, the Olympic coach, says that the one, an Olympic gold medal winner in rifle shooting, says that one of the things you need to do is to hang out with people who are doing what you want to do, who have the same aspirations for yourself. And so that's why people do things like go to the Skiros Center in Greece for a holiday with like-minded people, go on engage in those sorts of activities to find like-minded people, or artists, go on artist retreats or music retreats, to find like-minded people who have the same aspirations, the same vision as themselves. You also may find that actually if you're in a transition, it's really great to get coaching, whether it's an Olympic coach, a coach to help you fulfill your highest potential, or whether it is some sort of psychotherapy practitioner, or some combination of the two, a coach that can delve into your history to help you grow in the way that you need to grow. If you go to Wimbledon, you'll have a coach. If you go to the Olympics, you'll need a coach. High performers need a coach. A lot of my career has been in business, coaching senior executives to perform really well in their roles, and to coaching young up-and-coming managers to be great senior executives of the future. So everybody who's trying to fulfill their potential in life needs some sort of input and support system. As I said in the newsletter, the blog, the combination of having someone who can really help you fulfill your potential and a peer group, a group of people in an ongoing group who also support you, is an incredibly powerful combination. One of the things that they've noticed in business is that if you get a very senior executive to be the mentor for a junior person, that junior person will develop much more quickly. And the same is true in an ongoing peer group, a training program, something of that sort. The combined effect of everybody's support helps each individual grow much, much more than if they were just doing it on their own. There's also this thing called sponsorship, which is the quality that you get through being mentored and through working with a great coach. And sponsorship is that feeling of someone truly believing in you and supporting you. I talk about it in a slightly different way. I talk about us learning to have compassion for ourselves, because actually compassion, love, is what helps us grow, and that an outside force, an outside person, sometimes needs to do that for you while you're looking at parts of yourself that you find difficult, but somebody else can hold that compassionate space. So presence, listening, compassion are really powerful in helping people grow. One of my own teachers, Colin Harrison, uses the phrase, or has used the phrase with me, you know, you're not a problem to be solved, you're a mystery that's unfolding. And so that's what I want to do with you. I believe that that sort of support is what grows you as quickly as possible. I used to, run a training school in the NLP field, and NLP stands for Naturally Loving, Neuro-Linguistic Programming, and there are lots of very powerful and good tools and techniques, but I don't believe that those tools and techniques are the most important thing. I think the most important thing is another form of NLP, naturally loving person. If you're supported by naturally loving people, then in the context of feeling safe, of feeling seen, of being believed in, those tools become very powerful and helpful. And so, but the starting point is that it's person-centered, it's focused on you, it's helping you develop and grow, and then after that tools could be used. Now there are lots of different sorts of ongoing group of this sort. My friend Malcolm Stern does a group called The Courage to Change. You can go and do courses at the Skiros Center or at Cortijo Romero, although those are short courses. Look up your local psychotherapy training organisation, or look at psychotherapy training organisations such as Spectrum in London, and they will have year-long groups. There are lots of different ways that you can get that sort of ongoing support. Of course, I think the best approach is the one that I take, which is the Life Talent Programme. 20 days, starting in March, Friday evening and a weekend, 2 days a month for 8 months, including a 4-day module. But there are many different approaches. What I've said applies equally to other approaches. What you need to do is to find a practitioner, a facilitator, a coach, an environment and an agenda that truly works for you, something that fits for you, where the teacher is one that you believe in enough, believe in the competencies of enough and relate to enough to let them help you grow, to help you develop. And therefore spend time checking people out. Get on the phone to coaches and psychotherapists, talk to group facilitators, Check the people out, find out what other people think about them, get good recommendations. It's really important getting the right sort of facilitation to make sure that you have the experience that you want. The other thing to think about is, how much do you want to put the power in the hands of other people? I, for example, think of myself as a gardener. I can't do the growing for you, but I can create an environment in which you can grow. My job is to draw out of you your natural growth, personal development potential. I studied the martial art Aikido for 12 years, and what you do in that is that you blend with the person and then you basically push them in the direction in which they're already going. And so that's my coaching model. Where the hell are you going? Well, let's help you find out where you're going, and then let's nudge you in the direction in which you're already going to just accelerate your process a little bit. So those are my thoughts about taking charge of your life and deciding to fulfill your potential in life, in giving your gift to the world, in relationships, and also in how you relate to existence itself. And I'm running the Life Talent Program. I'm not going to say very much about that right now. It's on the website. And you can talk to me on the phone if you want to. You can book a time to talk to me on the phone. It's great to talk to you today. And please send me messages or email me and be in contact with me.